Hello everyone, thanks for joining me. I'm Cheryl Algie from Kerrang in Northern Victoria, Australia, and it's almost 40 degrees where I am, so quite warm. I had a bit of a delay because the first card I thought I'll leave that and I'll go have lunch. I came back to make it and all my pieces had fallen off. I'm putting it down to the warm weather, the fan blowing, and the next time I did it I popped a punch on top so that it would adhere better. So, and I have pre-prepared one in case we have the same issue, but I thought I would start from scratch and show you how I did this. I was inspired to create this when I saw a card by Lavon. I can't pronounce her surname. You may have seen it on, I think it was on Poodles, it was on Stampin' Cafe, it was in our demo group. And then I went and had a look, as I normally do. You seem to find more ideas on Pinterest than on YouTube than anywhere else, I find. So I've just got a piece of, these are metric measurements, but you can easily do it. It's easy to work out your own style. If there's anyone from overseas watching, you just work it. You'll see what I mean. So I've scored it in half, and because our measurements are a bit, I've cut it in half at 10.5 centimetres, and then I've just scored it in half, more like this, like I normally do, and just bone folded it because the measurement in half of that is a little bit tricky. Then I'm going to turn it on the side, and I'm going to, this way actually, I'm going to line this score line up at about 6 centimetres. Doesn't have to be exact because that's how much I want to have left at the top, okay? So I'm going to cut that off. And then all I'm going to do is, I don't know if you guys can see, it's easier for me to keep it straight down the bottom, but these are 1 centimetre, or you can do, it's about 3/8 of an inch if you're not in Australia. So I'm going to do, actually I forgot to grab some extra strips because I don't know, I might need extra. Anyway, that's okay, I know where they are. And just cut these in this piece into as many 1 centimetre strips as you can get out of this piece. Not even sure what this piece measures. I didn't actually measure it. It's pretty easy, and you can, the one I'm going to do for you is pretty easy. The hold up was my one that I wanted to have prepared, which is different. I've used a different stamp set, different bundle. I had to then make up the card. So that was the hold up. I've got the sniffles now. I had a big sneeze before, so I don't know what's gotten into me. Hope everyone's well. I'm not unwell, I'm just sniffly. And I'll have to blow my nose in a minute because I hate it when people sniff. This last one is tricky because the fan is blowing my cardstock about. And just let me see. That's a smidge longer. We'll see how we go with that. Might have enough bits of washi tape. Try and remember. I had another idea in mind, and I'm a bit like Dory. I see something else, and then I think, oh, I want to do that. So, this was the trickiest bit for me, trying to get this. And what am I trying to do? Yeah, I know what I'm trying to do. Get some washi tape, or you can use strips of our paper. They don't all roll up, it has all rolled up. Because I want this under here, this way up. So you need a fairly long piece. I'm gonna grab another little piece. To see one's stuck on my desk here. Come here. Ideally, you want to have it lined up on a line, and I can see the lines through there. I didn't actually do this on my other one, which I'll show you when I'm done. I'm going to stick that. Am I? Yeah, okay. No, I'm not. I need to, sorry, I need to close this card first because I don't actually need that long. I was wondering why I was running out of space. I don't like being rushed when I'm feeling rushed when I'm creating. I like to take my time, and because of that little hiccup, I am now feeling rushed. My own fault. I should have stuck with what I was going to do, and I should have got it all ready yesterday so that I wouldn't. I've got a few bits of this. I think that'll be enough just to hold my top bit down. Probably not straight either, is it? Can't actually see through there. As long as the bottom's straight. I'll make the bottom straight, and then the top should be straight. Okay. And I'll pull this down a bit. All should be good. Now you want the bottom one to, don't worry, we're going to glue this down, but we just got to work out our spacing first. And you want this a little bit of a space. You can space it as you wish. Anyone made one of these before? I've never have. I always like to do something I haven't done before. And of course, the bigger the space, the less of these you need. And if you need to alter them, that's why the washi tape is there. Or you can use sticky notes, you can use whatever. That looks pretty good. That worked pretty well, actually. This one. Then you're just going to grab your, just make sure they're long enough, your multi-purpose. Anyone, I haven't even looked to see if you can see what I'm doing. Hi Diana, hi Sam. Hi Maria and Anne. Thanks for joining me, guys. So then, kind of work out where you want your poles to be. Actually, I might get away with just, it's supposed to be cut off at the bottom, but I don't mind it sitting there. So this is what went wrong. These pieces didn't stick before when I did it. So I just I put bigger pieces of glue on there, whereas I was trying to not have the glue squish everywhere. It didn't actually stick enough, but I'm blaming the heat. I'm just going to do one at a time, so I don't want to get my hand in that one. So I'm going to come up from the bottom. If you go over the bottom, you can just chop that off with the scissors, but that's about right there, and I won't need to chop it off. And this one should be the same, I think. Is it? Yeah, it is. So then we do the same on this side, and I probably didn't give it a good enough press down the first time I did it either. Always the first time's a trial. I never like to go and do a card I haven't created before, because there's always little things that you need to keep in mind, isn't there? Little tricks. So just put that there. So hopefully that's straight. And like I say, leave that to with the punch on it to set so that it's all right to go. Now I've cut out some pieces. I thought I'd make this quick because I was going to show you two different cards today, but when I had a hiccup, I thought I haven't got time to work out another one. So that's what you're left with, this beautiful lattice. And I absolutely love this flower, this stamp set, this whole set actually. I had this worked out beautifully before. I had it sitting there and I thought that just looks gorgeous. So this is Mossy Meadow. I thought that was more Evening Evergreen, so I thought which way did I have that? So I had it looking really good. I had that, maybe I had that. That's broken when I put it in my, what's the name? Actually, I don't need all of that showing, so let's put that. I'm quite sure what the best way to do this is. Probably when I quickly made up a sample with Dainty Flowers, and when I did that, oh, now I can't do it. I've forgotten where I had them. And I adhered the foliage onto the back of my, because you wouldn't want to put glue and just put it down because you're going to get glue come through there, obviously, aren't you? So then we'll zhuzh this leaf up a bit. We might have that one going there. These are all cut from the Fragrant Flowers. I didn't initially buy this set, but I soon went and got it when I saw what people were doing with it, and I just love the flowers. They're just gorgeous. And that's not a hint for my launch is next Saturday, and we're not going to be playing a heap of games, but we will play a couple of games. And one of the questions that they have to guess is, what's my favourite bundle? Well, that's a tricky one because it changes. I had to really think about that. Now, what would be the best way to do that? Maybe, do I want to pop that up though? It's not going to be popped up because I don't know how I'm going to do it if I'm going to pop it up. I think I'm just going to put glue here initially. There. And a little tiny bit. Probably better to use a glue dot there. It's whatever you prefer to do, because it's got to be on this side, not the other side at the moment. You can flip it over and do the other side when we're all organised. I don't want that coming out the edge of the card. I hate it when you do cards like that because then it gets caught in the envelope. Now, where's that? So I can just, you probably can't see what I'm doing, but you can probably tell I'm just putting glue on the leaves under there where they're not on the actual it's not going to come through the lattice. That makes sense. And then I actually just guessed when I was putting the whole thing on. I just guessed, but you actually could, now that I've given that more thought, put that where we want it. Underneath there. So if you can see that, that's all glued to there. That's not glued very well because it's broken. We're going to pretend it's not broken. Oops. That was way too much glue. Now I'm going to have sticky fingers, aren't I? There we go, and that's come off too. How dare you come off? Put that up that way. A bit more glue on there. Glue dots probably would be better. Now where did I have that? Had it organised so well, it's just not sticking where I want it. No, I don't think I had that there. Don't think I did. Come in. I sort of need it on my card so that I can manoeuvre. Got that the wrong way up, that's what's happening. There we go. Now, I think I will pop the whole lot up with dimensionals. Find them. Get both sorts. And then what I can do, with my other one, which I'll show you in a minute, I just guessed where it was going to go, pardon me, and I popped glue just in between the lattices I had. I'll show you the shape in a minute. So I think with this one, thinking I might, so I can see where to put these now. Is that? They might be a bit big, actually. Might use my little ones. Jolly things. The tops come off and then they all stick together. So I'm gonna just, these are easy enough to lift off too if they're in the wrong spot, so that's why I'm being a bit liberal with them. Don't want any on the bottom two rungs. Like the rungs of a ladder, isn't it? Let's see, before I pull the tops off, I'll just see whether I'm going to cover where I want to cover. Yeah, that looks good. Actually, before I do that, I was going to, am I going to change that? Put Sympathy on my other one. A nice happy birthday one. That's what I've been doing. I've been leaving. I'm just going to make this a bit more simple, hopefully. If this stamps straight for me. Let's see. It's got a straight bit at the top, so I'll do that in Blackberry Bliss, do you think? Yeah. The reason I'm doing this now is before I get all the foliage and that on there. I'm not going to scrap the card. Just see if I can get that straight. But what I will do, it's easier to do this. I'll need to put some glue up the top of those leaves too, don't I? To do this while it's all flat, and if I misstamp, then I can punch something out and put over the top, can't I? Just clean that because I'm bound to put my hand in it with the day's been. I'm losing things. Can't find my Fraser ribbon. I'm sure I've got some. Could not find it. So yeah, so the leaves up the top, that's going to sit there. The leaves up the top can be, I'm not going to put dimensionals, I'm just going to put a little bit of glue, just a little bit, not too much, just on the top ones. And then I can take these off. That's not my bin. Where's my bin? I don't know, it's gone. It's over here. That's off too. All right. Now, that's the top. So that's where I've put the glue. Maneuver that so that it's, oh come on, see what I mean? With the heat, these are coming off. Let's try it with a little. Now, where did I have you? That's the glue. I've got the flowers, I've got the glue on. You can go there. That looks pretty good. Down a bit. So it covers all my dimensionals. So we've got that. Isn't that just stunning? Don't you just love it? And then I thought we'd have a piece of, well, we could have either one, but I thought the unpatterned one looked best. You can let me know what you think. I think that's too, yeah, if I put that down you can see. I think the plainer side would be better, which is this side. And then you can write up the top there. I'm not going to stamp anything there, because by the time I stamp something, there'll be no room left to write. So I think it would be nice with just that. Or I could put my little, I could actually put my little flower, but I think that's enough with, yeah, wouldn't want it down there because you can see it. If I put it up there, you haven't, I'm going to save that and put it on the envelope. Do you think that side, girls? Girls? Ladies? Yeah, wow, Rhonda. Rhonda dislikes this set. This is why I'm laughing. Hello, Lynette. Hello, Melissa. Terry Jo. Leanne. Thanks for sharing, Sam. Is anyone new here? Welcome. I think I see a couple of names I haven't seen before. Linda, and I can't pronounce Buto, is it? Buto? I can't pronounce that one. Do you think the cut up, it's lovely, yeah, it's gorgeous. I think this side, so I'm going to go with that because this thing is so slow, and sometimes I've missed, you've answered me and it doesn't come up. I don't see it until the show's over, basically. So I'll be waiting all night to have the comments pop up. I cut that a bit wrong. My it's not going to matter a great deal. My trimmer and my guillotine don't like each other. They don't talk to each other. So this was cut on my guillotine. This is cut on my trimmer. That's a tiny little bit of white, but I'm not going to let that bother me. It's actually stunning. So like that. So then we're going to just pop our flower. And these flowers are cut out of the DSP. but I have been working with this set a lot, actually. Can't put it down, but I haven't, those of you who are coming to my launch, I haven't put it as my favourite, so there's a little hint for you, mainly because I didn't have it when I wrote down. I thought I can't be changing, because my favourite changes all the time, because I like everything that I've played with. That's not the trouble, that's the wonderful thing about Stampin' Up. Everything matches, everything goes together. Now, what are we going to put for some, no, that's the wrong purple, and I haven't used, don't know, I think they need to be, if you're going to have that, it needs to be a bit darker, I think. Decisions, guys. Some pearls or some, oh, I know. Those big pearls will be perfect. See how excited I get? Doesn't take much. These ones. So we can put, yes, those dark ones. So I've lost the lid off my Take Your Pick tool. Now where the heck would that be? It's fallen out of my little jigger a few times. If I cleaned up a bit, which I actually did, I cleaned all my blocks and my stamping blocks and popped them away, and yeah, no, I thought, well, I can see where things are now. I just need to keep going with that. Now it's off on my finger. I need to tidy up a bit. My DSP's all in a mess as well, because I've just been playing with the mini catalogue things at the moment, because I could use that on my other card too, but they're a bit big. I'll show you that in a sec. So I just think that's stunning. Just love it. Love it, love it, love it. Okay, so it's not finished because I was rushing to do it. This one's using because I thought it's a vine, it's a lattice. What else would look nice would be the Wisteria Wonder. I'm not sure how you do it. You would probably hang it down like that, would be really nice. So this is using the Dainty Flower. So I quickly did this about an hour ago, and I've used Parakeet Party, and this one I cut out in white, and then I've used Parakeet Party to just sponge over it, just to give it a bit of definition. These are Blushing Bride. This is actually old ribbon. It's Highland Heather, because I could not find my Wisteria, what is it? Not Wisteria Wonder, is it? No, it's Fresh Freesia. I couldn't find it. Well, there's no Fresh Freesia on there anyway, so if you didn't have any of that, you could make the Highland Heather with your blends, of course, because these are done in Highland Heather. And I've got Blushing Bride there, and this not the card, but the idea. I cased that from, what have I done with my catalogue? I cased that, how to put things together. It's good to refer to both catalogues to see how things go together, and I really loved this one on page 77. So I've basically copied that idea to do my little arrangement on my lattice. And I've just got the Celebration paper, the Blushing Bride underneath there. Got a leaf trying to get through there too. So I've just got to do the envelope. And I thought I'd make that a sympathy card because it's a paler colour. But I think this one's my favourite. This was quicker and easier, but it's my favourite. Okay, thanks everyone for joining me. It was lovely to see everybody. I love crafting with people, and I love showing people what I've done. So yeah, so thank you. Okay, now I'm going to go and create another one with the lattice that I've got ready. I didn't show you that, did I? So this is where I got into trouble. When I pulled off my washi, the rungs all came off with it. I think they're fine now, though. We've all got washi and stuff. I don't think I'm going to throw that out. And I don't even have to trim anything off this one. Whoops, don't want it on my flower. So there I've got another card to create something else with. I've got something in mind. So, yeah. So, okay. Thanks, everyone. Bye-bye.